Welcome back to Pops and Pylons. Let's play some more Europa Universalis IV Saxony. Saxony. There we go, Saxony. It's not the most dense of countries. But that's because we're going for a custom achievement. We're going for the Saxon Federation, as we call it, which requires us to have 75 princes in the whole Roman Empire, while following a whole set of rules about expansion, such as not annexing princes, and not taking land of a culture that is not an accepted culture in our country, that we already have in our country. Yeah. And the same thing for religions, except you can't accept those, they're just filthy anyway. Which means that we are currently barred from taking a whole lot of land. We can't take any Orthodox land for a while. We're almost done with removing all Sunni from our country, and that'll be good. And we do not have any Catholics or Saxons. We do have Saxons. Any Catholics or Reformed people, which is good because it means we can start eating our way into Italy. We've started to move some troops down there. We should send more. While we're technically in a war, there's 0 enemies left. Well, there's some ships, but that's about it. And we're only doing that war up there to quote-unquote, only doing that war up there to repair the empire, because Hamburg was a greedy little SOB, and that cannot stand. I could marry Brunswick, but I won't. Conversions happening, so that's the last of the Sunnites, yes. I will continue trying to convert the places that need to be released. So which one is Perm gonna be? This is a good candidate. 111 province. Very tempted to take that one. Certainly not interested in stuff down here. And yeah, I mean, there's another 111 up here in Ust-Vim. This one's Uralic, and this one is also Uralic, so that doesn't matter. Trade note. Do I care more about trade power in the Kazan or in the White Sea? All the money from Kazan is going straight to Novgorod, so we don't need trade power there at all. Technically, there's a tiny bit of money. We're talking about a 111 province here, but still. Technically, there's a tiny bit of money in the White Sea node. So, if we release a thing, it should be the one here. And I mean, releasing Perm and Perm is, that's just fitting, right? We cannot, because I'm at war. Fridge Nuggets. Frankfurt, something on the military axis. Don't care. Convert. Right, I need to convert a place. Ha. Didn't even want to release Perm yet. I just wanted to convert it. Now I know. What's going on? Silesia is being sieged on by Poland. I think I knew about this war. Well, maybe I didn't. The Transylvanian Kievian Imperialist War. So what Transylvania is going to do in this war if we don't intervene is they're going to take Circapatia, which is going to make Kiev's country, move Kiev's capital somewhere to over here, if Kiev continues to exist at all, which in turn will lead to Kiev getting moved from the empire, or removed from the empire, because I don't think they added the rest of the land to it. They did not. So if we let these Transylvanians do what they're trying to do here, then yeah. So I'm gonna have to enforce peace. And that means coming in on the side of Kiev, which in turn means fighting Poland and Wallachia, which is not the biggest of issues. But it means I get distracted again. But I think we have to do that now, before they peace out. Yeah, so much for our Italian expansion, but this is more important immediately. As it stands, I guess. So let's intervene right now. Good thing I saw that. Because this would be the end of Kiev as a prince. Transylvania, I will enforce peace. I will say Kiev. You're going to say no. And then I'm in the war. Fortunately, they're pretty close to sieging this down. Who's on our side in this war anyway? Livonia, Rigas. Oh, it's ours people. Serbia and Silesia. I mean, Serbia is still technically alive. Best kind of alive still. So this... It's gonna be a moment before I can move my armies there. Do I still have somebody in Constantinople? I do not. Anybody hanging out? Oh, you guys. I mean, yeah. Sure, you could argue that rebels need suppressing around here. Do they, though? That essentially zero in all these places. I'm gonna move my armies. I'm gonna have to punch the Poles quite a bit. Now, Lithuania, are you in the other side? No, so it's gonna be quite the walk. No, this is wrong. I'm doing this wrong. Going about this all wrong. I'm gonna keep these guys on suppression duty. Maybe you go north around this way and take care of the Finns as well. Accept. And then you go the other way around to deal with this place. And then the general that we have here, our 3-star Maximilian Ulrich, he can become the shining star of you army, Maximilian. And then you go south and beat up the Poles. And you can come over here as well. Yeah, you're gonna need a general at some point. You're just gonna need to find one. Switzerland insulted me. I assume there's some sort of imbecile, babbling buffoon or something. No. Why did you insult me? Interesting. I mean, certainly not their rival or anything. Odd choice indeed. So the challenge here will be, we should probably, because of that, rush straight. Oh, that's so far. Yeah, I'm just gonna have these guys run for Zakarpattia while these guys do me the favor of taking some Polish land, and with that maybe generating some war score for us. Now, is there any Polish land that I would want? That's the question, right? I was interested in getting contact to Galicia Volhynia, but we can really only do that through Hungary. Sweden doesn't matter. I don't think there are any more cores. I think I released all the cores. So I really don't want any Polish land. Let's make sure that my allies know that. I can't unset that. So fine. Russia's showing discontent as they do. Where's the Polish capital anyway? Krakow. Let's put some threats on Krakow. Maybe that helps. We just need these guys to hold out and not give up until my troops have arrived. And they're on their way. It's just we're not quite there yet. What are you? Was Serbia sending their troops? That's a bit risky. I mean, they're gonna lose their troops, is what I'm saying. There's also 29,000 Poles around here in farmlands, and I have only 27,000 people to send. They're gonna outflank me like mad. They have tons of calves, so I'm not really into that. Just take that place and maybe go down to a simple siege stack here. 5, so it's 10 cannons, I assume. Yep. So I'm gonna go down to 10 and 10. Very common siege composition. Set the rest as reinforcements to here. Just in case these Poles do want to fight, or I want to fight the Poles. Either way. So there's Ryazan. What else do we have? The Golden Horde. Oh, this is a 9 developed province. I'm sure we have something smaller. 7? But this is not Golden Horde. This is still a thing we want to do. So let's convert Astrakhan. And the reason I'm converting all these guys before releasing them is that I want princes in my empire that are not heretics. So I do not want heretic princes in my empire if I can avoid it. And these guys, obviously, well, they currently are, and we need to have them stop being heretics. The best way to do that is to send a nice guy with a beard to tell them how great we are. Still not Hamburgian War, that's fine. I would like it to end, of course, but it's fine. I don't want all your marriages. I know I reloaded the game. That's no reason to keep sending me freaking marriage proposals. It's harassment, is what that is. Now, we have 23 in the front line to their 23? 14 and 9 is 23 in my math. And we have more cannons and the better general. Yep. It's time. It's time to get on Krakow and maybe put some pressure onto them. Also, the Serbians might be here first. There's Enlightenment. We did not spawn it. That is not great. I do believe it's gonna spread to us because we have those universities and stuff, but I dislike it a lot. Or in it's spawned in Jampur? Gee. But yeah, it's spreading already. Now, how's that speed? 0.14, 0.04, 0.04. It's not a lot. Not a lot of spread. I will say 0.09, 0.05. What are the conditions anyway? Should have checked that in the beginning. I assume university is one of those conditions, but what else? Have a university and not on the same continent. Yeah. Good thing it's spawned in Jampur, I guess. And we have seats in parliament. Okay, so all our parliament seats are going to slowly spawn it. Ah, no. Being on the same continent would have been better. I see. I see. We don't have full innovativeness. We probably do have Diptech 20-ish, but we don't have a scientist, so we might be interested in a scientist, so it spawns more. It spawns faster in our capital. Nearby, adjacent, capital of a philosopher. So check out Diptech. We're over 20, so that's fine. We do not have a scientist or a philosopher. Treasurer, theologian, natural... I think it's the natural scientist that's the scientist. I do want to keep the missionary strength for now, though. And then philosopher, I don't remember. There might also be an admin guy. Let's take tech real quick. Before we get any modifications to our stuffs. Consider making Moscow a state. Heck yeah. Not the most highest priority thing here, but this is a good place. And it's all Muscovite. I don't think we're going to release anybody over here. It's filthy Orthodox and stuff, but yeah, no course. Except for mine and the Russians. Neither of which I can release. Let's do this one. Ugh. Hand out a seat in Landtag, because of course I have to. Moscow is a center of trade, so that's not really an option. Also, it's filthy. Give me a development map mode again. Now, technically, we could take a place that has very low development. So we lose the least absolutism. But if we do that, we at the same time gain the least of the bonuses from having a seat in parliament there. Ah, Berg. Oh, Cologne is gone, yeah. So we can do Berg. Fine, let's do Berg. 3.6 absolutism down the drain. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. We still have some of that yearly gain from being the age of absolutism. +1. And it's gonna be 10 years. So we should be okay in that regard. This one is actually not looking very good. What's going on here? I'm rolling horribly. Slightly behind in morale, but generally ahead. No cans in front line yet. Got a better roll there. Maybe this is going to be a win, or it's going to be a super close one. And we rolled badly and badly again, but we did win. And we did... No, we lost a lot more than they did. Oh, well, actually. No, that's 8, 13. I lost 13-ish. Yeah. It's samey. So that's kind of okay. More salt crises. Not sure why this happens, but price of Chinaware changes by -50%. Because we understood how to make porcelain. 4 base production in Saxon. Nice. And 20 prestige. It's a bit unfortunate that we're at war, because I can't release the subject right now and spend my prestige. I might be able to deal with my estates though, and I am. So I'm gonna spend some prestige that way. I'm gonna grant monopoly to my burghers. And even seek the support of my clergy? I think so. Yeah. Screw the church part. Let's just do this one. And then might as well complete, if we can, the rest of the demanding and all that. With that dip. I have no way to get 5 more. Well, I say no way. I see only one way to get 5 more influence on the clergy, and that's giving them land. I really don't wanna. I mean, I could. I was like Moscow's autonomy, but I can always just drop autonomy. It's fine. I think I'm just gonna take the 100 admin here. It's a bit sad, but it'll be fine. And then we take the extra prestige. We drop down to 90 now, which is not a lot of a drop, but at least we spend some of our prestige. And now we get it back. Did clear out our new friend's capital, so that's sweet. And then I think I want to go and clear out the guys in the south with half of this. And the rest of you, I don't know, deal with them Poles or something. Who else in this war again? It's Poland and Wallachia and somebody else, right? Transylvania, which my subject is already sieging down. Now, this is something I didn't... Well... I didn't consider this. The fact that now that the Kievians are winning, they might take Bihar from Transylvania and kill Transylvania. But we can probably just force them to return it to the Empire with that interaction. Because they only have the one province. They are not going to be out of the Empire. They're just going to be dead. And I'm going to say bring them back. And they're going to say yes. And everything's going to be fine. Or at least that would be the plan, right? I like things being fine. What's that core? Oh, because Poland has a thing on it. Hamburg, am I sieging you properly? No, you need more canones. You have 16, you need 20. And I do not have any around here. Fine. I just want to siege though, right? Yeah. There's canones. Grab me another 4. Get him on there. Get you out there. Talk to Bremen and make the Bremenese, you know, just transfer me that trade. They are a free city, so we might as well take the whole shebang from them. Seems fine. Blah, 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 blah. Meet it for themselves. Get out. And we occupy more stuff, which is fine. There's the Siege of Hamburg, so we can finally end this charade. The question becoming, do we spend 64 dip for releasing Holstein? That seems like a lot. Or do we take Holstein, taking a tiny bit of aggressive expansion, very little aggressive expansion, and then we release it once we're at peace. Question is, am I allowed to? This is Westphalian. Westphalian is accepted in my country. It will be fine. We're going to drop the prestige for it. We're going to have to do it at peace. Prestige or dip? Usually I would easily say prestige. We're also already going to have to spend 1 million prestige releasing all the Russian places though. So maybe dip is what we're going for here. I hate it. Especially 64 dip, that's a lot. But I don't really know how to fix it. So I guess we just take this and then we go war reps, trade power, money? Nah. Hamburg, are you a free city? I assume so. No, you're a duchy. So let's take the shorter peace deal. Nope, not at all what I'm looking for here. War reps, trade power, release Holstein. Do it. Give me the prestige that I don't need. right now. I need it later. It's interesting. You need the prestige in order to release things, but you can only release things at peace, and you can't, you know, regain prestige at peace, really. So, yeah, it's weird. Protestant, let's look for places. I think I've already done a Bashkirian core, right? Maybe I didn't. We've done Sibir, but I don't see a converted Bashkirian core. Now, do we give them Bashkirt with the gold mine, or do we give them Bashkortostan? I think in the interest of slightly lower border go, I'm gonna... Guys, and they won't be able to attack each other, really. Yeah. Let's do it here. It's weird. It's ugly. But it should do the trick. I would like my best general in charge here. This one is a 5-3. I can't take my 4-5, so I guess this will be good enough. Yeah. Escape from Taco? Tarno? Almost. Close, but no cigar. I've not actually played that game. I just know that it is a game. It's certainly not my type of game, I don't think. So that's the Siege of Krakow. We've easily won this war now. All that remains is to make people understand that that's the case. Wait, where did... Oh, you're Wallachia these days. Did I release you? No, you're in the Empire, so did I? You're one of the people I released. Really? Stop being a core of Saxony, yeah. Yeah. I did release Wallachia. Thought they were always alive, but no. They got... oh, it's Moldavia around here. I keep confused the two. I see. Let's go to Severin, deal with it. But I don't really want to kill any of those guys. We could just leave this war now. But I want it to end, is the thing. This is owned by Silesia. I mean, that's fine by me. Silesia getting a bit of an expansion going here is absolutely okay. Especially if they were willing to add some provinces to the Empire, which I've not seen the AI do yet. But if they do, that would be sweet. Nice. It's not very nice. I don't think we need to claim on Nice. And here comes Saxe-Lauenburg attacking. Can you never stop it? Bringing Dithmarschen and everybody. It's just... Fighting Hamburg, Lübeck, and Bremen. With any luck, they're also going to take Lübeck. It's... I feel like I have to. You're almost happy to. Oh, almost. I feel like I have to deal with the... or take the Ewiger Landfriede. As problematic as that might be. I don't see how I can continue this stuff if they constantly attack each other. It's just not okay. Let's go start from the top now here. I feel like I've done most of the places I want to release. And I might not release them in one slew anyway. Be free to attach to me. So you have Severin. No, the heck you're gonna get military access. Screw that. Baden likes me and I get some stuff. Or I get some other stuff. Duress. Just gonna take the opinion of Baden. I don't actually care for these modifiers right now. It's such a small drop in the bucket. Okay, that ends the... Well, lucky I got pieced out. Just war reps. Good. Good. Now, I would love to see more of that peace happening, more of the not taking Transylvania. That would be nice. Ottomans declaring war on the Mamluks, just as they planned. Trade League of Karagwe has disbanded. It is an important message. I will not reuse my mercantilism, even though it's I'm just gonna pay these ducats because I don't really care. But this is, I hate getting the blurgers. Yes, the blurgers so low on loyalty. I don't think I have anything to do to make them happy. No. Do I just spend the mercantilism saying it doesn't matter anymore? I also don't want them to have the influence. Both of these options are bad. It's gonna make them lose the loyalty and they'll be unhappy. It'll be something we can deal with somehow. Unfortunately, this is my subject getting beaten up and not like the Kievians. Because it would be really nice if they just peaced out. I mean, what are they doing here? I think it's time, though, to send y'all back to your positions, back to your homes, back to your positions near the Swiss to deal with the Venetians once we declare that war. Bells is under my occupation. Can you just peace out? You have 75%. I think it's probably when I just stop being in this war, which I could do. They're gonna sit in it forever, never give me that peace. That'll be awful. Really can't do the right thing in these wars, can you? Let's go deal with them, some Venetians. I tried this war far enough that they will not be able to deal with they won't be able to take land from Transylvania. Now my hope is gonna have to be that they will also not be able to do it the other way around. No, no. Warsongali one. Wait, did they want military access? Was it Warsongali wanting military access? Because that's hilarious. I did want to declare war on you. You're in war against Morocco. Oh, the Brits are coming in? Huh. Didn't see that one. I mean, I guess I waited for a long time, so it makes sense. Ah. And the French can't come in right now because they're on the same side and not the same war. What is your war? Wait, is that the Ottoman war? Are you on the side of the Ottomans? No, it's a different war. If I were to punch you, I could. Or you're gonna keep by France? Yeah, I couldn't. Well, I could, but I don't wanna. It's Savoy Lucca, and you're still Savoy and Venice. It's still the same thing, except they added the Brits. Now, the big issue with the Brits is not that they can beat me militarily. I don't think they can, but they can beat me navally, and they can do that handily. I suppose. They have 23 heavies. I could build 23 heavies. There's really not a lot stopping me from just building like 40 heavies. Which would be too much for a combat with. And then it's the Brits, and they probably have like wooden wall, and it's all... Yeah, I don't think I want to fight them on the waters. If and when I declare this war, I want it to be... land only. Yeah, they're not even an important war, so we can't really hope for them not to join. They will not break the alliance to Venice because I'm a great power. Ugh. Also, they trust Venice and stuff. We could ask Venice to break that alliance and then wait for 5 years. But they trust the Brits a lot. But we have to do this, right? We can't just sit around and do nothing. Keep hurting these cats. Seems like a bad idea. Yeah. Hey y'all. I want y'all to go home at war. I think I do declare. I mean, go home at war, which means go home right now, because I am at war. Dumb me. Yeah, let's just go. Who cares about the Brits? As much as I would love to call in the French. Their war against Morocco and the Mamluks might take a while, so yeah. Declare war, check once more that the Brits are very far away from joining, and they are. Are you cruel? No, you just like me. I will do 75 AE. Also 75 AE. More prestige one way, reduce cost, war score cost. Don't war score cost matters too much? Unless we take more on one piece deal. Once take Venetia. Yeah, I don't want to take Venetia because we don't have the naval superiority. So I'm going to take Cleansing of Heresy so we don't have an issue with the war goal. Makes sense to me. And I will co-belligerent Lucca because they have no other friends, right? Nope. Let's do it. More war. We're going to use Imperial Ban. We're going to release Friuli, but not with that. That stops us from doing other things. Well, are we going to release Friuli or take Friuli? We'll see. Do this. Grab a general. Take Alexander. And get on Milan. And then I guess I have a bit of an attrition issue here. Which doesn't come as a giant surprise. Ugh, this is a bit of a bad stack. I guess we march on Treviso and then figure out how we want our stack to look. Hot chocolate and converted some heretics. Both of which are great. Who are you again? You are Clemens. Gonna have you, Clemens, do Siege of Vallis. At some point I'm gonna need a guy in the north, or an army in the north. Humiliate rival against the Ottomans. Heck yeah. Why do they need an army in the north? Because the Brits are there. And they're gonna try to land some troops. Would be very surprising if they didn't. 15. Sure. You know, siege stack math is hard. It's not actually math, it's just clicking the right things. There goes the Transylvanian Kievan. Poland will cede a lot of stuff to Silesia. Poland will cede Chermo to me. And Kiev doesn't get any land, so that's good. So they didn't take Transylvania, which I love. But Chelmo? Was I allowed to take that? It's Schlesien. I was not. While we had an agreement that if the AI just gives me land for no reason, that would be not punishable by death or anything, I do feel obliged to deal with this as fast as I can. And that means getting rid of Schlesian culture. So Liegnitz, you will now become Saxon. And just because I feel somewhat obliged, I'm also immediately going to turn on this conversion. Yeah, it cost me extra dip. I should not be doing this from a gameplay perspective. Because I can get another 25% off by waiting. But because I wasn't really supposed to take this land, I am now gonna do this immediately. But I mean, you saw me, I purposefully did not take the land. So I don't feel super in the wrong here. I mean, it's not great. But yeah, I don't want to give it to Schlesien, I don't think. We have enough of it. They have enough of land. We're fine on the votes. Just keep on checking that from time to time, especially with expansion happening. I don't want you to betray people. Narjan, I mean, feel free to have some access. I can accept that. Ooh, revolutionaries in Silesia. Interesting. I don't think I've definitely never played, I said definitely. I'm pretty sure I've never played a revolutionary anything on screen. I'm even almost sure that I've not played a revolutionary anything in EU at all. I don't think I've ever had the revolution happen in my own games. So that's kind of interesting. That's Mosaisk. What's Kulm? Oh, is it Chelmo? How would it do that, game? So apparently Kulm is contributing 101.5% of the total overextension value. So it's providing more than my total overextension? I have my doubts. So what's a Kulm anyway? Doesn't seem to be Chelmo, because that's Breslau now, right? This used to be Chelno? What's a Kulm? Why is it not Cord? Oh, was this the one I was given? Oh, I was dumb and wrong. So I wasn't given Schlesian land. We don't need to do this. I'm just gonna take my dip back. This is land I already had, right? Let's make sure this is true. Yeah, became a core of Saxony in 1682. I was just dumb. So there's no need to do any of this. What we need to do is maybe get rid of the Polish culture. And we're not even forced to do that immediately because we don't have any other Polish land. That's much nicer, isn't it? Let's call the place. And put a cut in here. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like what you're seeing, as always, like button, subscribe button, and the comment section. All are your friends. And isn't it nice to have a lot of friends? Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time.